to the first debate between a president and a former president run by a government news network. Now, of course, we know what the number one and most pressing issue is in America, and that would be inflation, the cost of goods, the cost of food. Number two issue, running almost directly adjacent to that, is, of course, the flood of illegal aliens, many of whom are criminal or diseased or leeches or bums or mutts or mooks or useless, that Biden and his minions of insanity, insane people, have inflicted upon this nation. Now, to top it all off, we have no audience, no reporters from the White House press pool, two unhinged, far left, anti Trump moderators, both lapsed Jews, liberal Jews at that, microphones that can be shut off by these lunatics at any time, and two commercial breaks, which has never happened in presidential debates. Even the White House Correspondents Association, which is, of course, a biased organization, says CNN is playing foul. They're keeping the press's neutral pool camera out of tonight's presidential debate. Why? Why? And then they add at the last minute the vermin who run CNN, who should be put into a Siberian prison with guard dogs. Listen to me. Delay of 2 minutes between what you see and what was said. So that is, if the senile, debilitated, lunatic president should stumble or bumble or fall or make a moron of himself, you won't even see it. They could rush out. It's like watching a boxing match that you're not really watching. Let's put it that way. And one fighter is so debilitated that he can hardly stand up, but they push him into the ring. And then if the other guy gives him a good clobber and he falls over, they cut the cameras. You don't see it. And the seconds run in and they rub him with towels and smelling salts and they stand him up and rub his face. Go in there, Joey, you can do it. And then the cameras come back on. This is what you're going to watch tonight. These are the same people who stole the election last time. They're stealing the presidential debate. So you have to ask yourself, one, why did Trump agree to it? Well, you could argue a couple of different ways. One, because he had no choice. I said no live audience. I said it already. Don't make me repeat myself already with the comments. Try to pay attention. No live audience. Do you understand that? No press pool. 2-minute delay. Fraudulent debate. Fraudulent debate. Live running commentary by Michael Savage, live on X. Live on YouTube. I'm starting a little early because I'm getting worked up in advance. Now, we know that fake crapper is the worst of the worst. Fake crapper is one of the worst human beings God has ever made. I will call him and her. What's the other one? Dana Gash? Dana Gash and fake crapper. Pardon me, I can't remember their names. Dana Gash and fake crapper are two of the worst. It's an hour of propaganda. Fake crapper and Dana Gash, you're going to believe one word. So you know what the pressing issues are in America. You can't hear me? You're kidding me. You can't hear me? Can you hear me now? I'm testing my microphone now. I'm going to have it on. You have to watch it in your house. Can you hear me now? Say yes, I can hear you now. I know you can hear me now. I'm just testing. This is a test. Testing 1, 2, 3. Are you ready? Testing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm sure you can hear me. Yes or no? Yes. Okay, good. Sound is fine. Our levels are good. So I'm going to have the TV on in the other room. You'll have to watch it on your own TV because the rules of the Communist Propaganda Network, the government network, that is, the CIA news network, is that we're not allowed to run it on YouTube. Bloggers were warned by CNN would be sued if we ran the debate. So you're going to watch it. I'm going to watch it, but the feed I'm running, you won't hear. You'll hear your own, and you'll just hear my comments. Now, for the sake of my heart and my blood pressure, I am ready with the instruments that are necessary to get through this torture. Torture will be lessened by what I am about to do during this live broadcast. It will consist of this glass and this instrument, and these two together will pour a beverage into the glass that will permit me to watch fake crapper and Dana Gash make a mockery of the United States of America. Both of them should be put in prison for what they're about to do tonight. But okay, I'm biased in advance. I also have an instrument necessary for this discussion at hand. If things should get too out of hand, I have my trusty blood pressure cuff ready. If I feel that my heart is racing and I have to take my blood pressure during the debate, let me tell you something I learned in my lifetime is I can laugh at anything, almost anything. Certain tragedies you can't laugh at, but by and large, I've learned to laugh at these schmucks, these losers, these mutts, these frauds, these government agents, these bastards, these. So we know what's going to happen tonight. Now, how could Trump win? The first thing they're going to say is, well, you know what they're going to do. The only questions are going to be about Trump as a convicted felon, Stormy Daniels, when you raped her, how did it feel? After you raped her, did it feel good? Did she tell you it was good? What size is your penis? We heard that Jake Tapper is obsessed with Trump's penis, according to reports. I'm not making it up. The man is a sick thing. He's a sick man. Fake Crapper is a sick man. The whole world's laughing at him. So Fake Crapper has been writing blogs over the last few weeks, I understand, about Trump's penis. He's obsessed with it. That's a moderator. You hear what we've come down to in the country? So it'll be like, have you stopped beating your wife? The old joke from when I was a kid. That's what Fake Crapper is good for, him and Dana Gash, which is, Mr. Trump, have you stopped beating your wife? Meaning, have you stopped stirring people up? Are you sorry that you stirred people up to take over the circus that we run here called the Congress? What do you think they're going to ask him? Do you apologize to the American people for having tried to take over on January? Not one word will be asked about the illegal alien who raped and killed and tortured a 12-year-old girl because of Joe Biden. Joe Biden will be given, a free pass. And that's it. Now, I have other instruments ready for the show. I almost did something original for you. I didn't have the energy for it today. Years ago in the radio business, I had a sound effects board called an instant replay, way out of date, but it has all my original sound that I used to play, the clown music, the sheep, the sheeple sounds. They're great, amazing stuff. I was going to bring it down and plug it in. What's the point? There's only a limit to how much I want to do. Not only at this stage of my life, but any of us should only put so much into politics. There's only so much that you want to invest into this bullshit called the circus. It's bullshit from the top to the bottom. We got a party dragging us into World War III. Tell me if Dana Gash or Jay Crapper is going to ask one question about stopping the war between Ukraine and Russia, and that criminal Zelensky's trying to drag us now into World War III. Ask if. Here's the odd part. Here's the odd part to all you leftist fraudulent things, you creatures that have destroyed this country, you leftist bastards, what you've done. You ACLU, you. It's a family show. I can't do it. Many children are listening. How many questions will be asked of Trump along the lines of, Mr. Trump, you say that you would like to end the war between Ukraine and Russia before it gets even more out of hand because hundreds of thousands of men have been killed. 9 million Ukrainians have been displaced, and we all want the war to come to an end. This is what a moderator would do. Instead, they will not ask that question. The most they're going to do is say, do you apologize for the Russia collusion that was proven to be false? It's crazy. It's crazy. Now, I actually contemplated after posting that I'd be doing this live in 12 minutes that I wasn't going to do it. But then I saw that the White House press pool was left out of this. They put in a 2-minute delay at the last minute. Can you believe this? And here's what I just found. CNN has just stated to Donald Trump and his campaign just recently, minutes ago. Here's the topics Trump cannot bring up during the debate. Dominion voting machines, 2020 election was stolen, Ashley Biden's allegations, or criticism of the two vermin in the CNN, the hosts. They also said that they will mute or dump facts that Trump brings up that these pieces of garbage, these cesspool dwellers, determined to be false. So we're going to watch this shit. I don't know. I shouldn't be cursing because the minute I curse, I lose a certain part of the very strict audience. I get it. You trust this tonight? No journalists into the studio. The debate's rigged from the beginning to the end. It's like watching a fixed fight before it begins. So we're all going to what we're going to do tonight? We're just going to watch how fixed Dr. Biden and the debilitated one have done it. Look at this. Joe Biden, husband to Dr. Biden. Her PhD is from a crappy university in sociology. Proud father and grandfather whose hair he sniffs. Ready to finish off all Americans. I mean, finish the job for all Americans. That's what we have in the White House. No other country on earth would tolerate this. There'd be riots in the streets. There'd be hundreds of millions of people be in the street in any other country, even in Europe, over debilitated, fraudulent fugazi like Biden, but not here. Why? Government media complex. Now, I could turn it to the other direction and go back to one of my earlier iterations, like the political zoo, and just get humorous. I don't have it in me anymore. There's not that much humor left. I will try, but I think my humor machine is out of order. I don't think it's in order yet. Maybe, just maybe, if I open the old bottle and let the genie out of the bottle, I'll have to see how bad it gets because I tend to get very vulgar when I drink, and I don't want to do that. So we have the orange man versus the corpse tonight. The corpse is in the back right now. They're using every possible known medication and device known to mankind to get him ready for the big brawl. I don't know how many hippos were killed in West Africa for the hippo colostrum that I assume they have to be injecting into him over the last 10 days while he was out of service. They were resurfacing the engine. It had to be hippopotamus colostrum. That's the only thing I could think of that we haven't heard of yet, that they're probably getting ready to use for him. So the White House Correspondents Association expressed concern over CNN's decision to exclude the White House travel pool from the studio. You hear this? No, it's never been done before. No audience, no White House press pool. Two unhinged far-left lunatics as moderators, not a conservative and a liberal with some esteem, nothing. They could shut the mics off at any time, and two commercial breaks, which never happens in presidential debates. Make sure that you do not frequent their advertisers, whatever you do. In fact, go the other way. Even if you use the products, don't ever use them again. CNN's decision to exclude black-owned media outlets from covering the debate. What? That too? CNN in Atlanta network faced back and forth, allegedly overlooking black-owned media. They weren't even allowed to. Wow. Oh, my God. So they allowed foreign reporters in there. Foreign reporters, you hear this? Representing the criminals and the ill. But no blacks and whites from America are allowed in. It's funny. It's actually humorous. I would have advised Trump to show up and not debate, to bring like a blow-up doll. And the minute they ask him a loaded question, to pull out a blow-up doll, like a sex doll that looks like Joe Biden, if you can imagine such a thing. I don't mean an actual one, but something like a sex blow-up doll that I've seen advertised here and there. And puff it up and say, I suggest you talk to the president. Here he is. If he became completely comedic in the political arena and didn't take Dana Gash or fake crap and then use sound effects, he could have brought a sound effects board with him. When Jake talks, he could have made a farting sound. He could have just become a complete clown and blown the whole thing out of the water. He's not going to lose one vote no matter what he does. The country's burning to the ground. The world is on fire. We're being dragged into a world war by the greediest, sickest people on the planet who want to kill hundreds of thousands or more, if not millions. What can I tell you? This is my job. I could have not done this tonight. I got to see if I'm even live now on Twitter. It should be live already. Oh, there I am, ranting and raving. Fraudulent debate, live running commentary. I already have 2,000 schmendricks listening. They've come into the tent. Thank you for listening. I appreciate it, honest to God. I do. I see myself. I match the gray chapeau with the gray jacket, the blue, gray, and I'm going to do a running commentary, and you'll watch it somewhere else. I would expect that it'll be somewhat worth your while. It says live on X right now, fraudulent debate, live running commentary by me. I don't know how I made it even to the board on X. Normally, they don't even recognize, but it said, I thought it was someone else. It's me. That's well written. I did it a minute before going on the air. So this is not a debate. This is not a debate. This is a fixed fight that we're all sick over in advance. And we're going to have to just do the best we can. I cannot guarantee that I'm going to watch the whole thing. I could last 15 minutes, 20 top maybe, and then that's the end of it. That's going to be the end of it. I don't think I want to take it. First of all, I have medical reasons. Secondly, I have mental reasons. Who could take this shit? Who could take this? What sane person would watch Jay Crapper or Dana Gash? It's not only people from CNN who are crazy to begin with. Anyone who would work for that network for anything other than money, which is what they all do, is not to be trusted, which is true for everyone in the media, by the way. And then they picked the worst of the worst. The only one worse could have been Wolf Blitzer, another Sanhedrin Jew, the type that would have crucified Jesus. If you think I'm going to be light on the Jews, even though I'm Jewish, you're wrong. You don't know how much I hate the Sanhedrin Jews. I ran from these pieces of garbage so many decades ago in New York. I saw them. I knew who they were. They're filth. They're garbage. They've destroyed America. They run the ACLU. They run the media. I don't know it. They run Hollywood no matter what. You're not allowed to say it. I know it. Why do you think that I've always been an independent? Why do you think that I was never known worldwide bigger than I was? I mean, I got into the top 3. No agent. The same agent ran Rush Limbaugh, Sean Hannity, Mark Levin, and a few others. They owned the entire media, and they worked for years to get me off the air, and thank God I'm off the air. What about the violence in cities being committed primarily by minorities, by teens? What about the minorities who are robbing stores blind? Not one word from Dana Gash? Not one word from Dana Gash, or what's the other one's name? Who would have been worse? Who would have been worse than these two? I don't think they could have picked anyone. Okay, I got it. They could have picked the guy who just got thrown out in New York. Bowman. They could have picked Bowman and then the bald black woman, then the other psychopath. Or worse yet, they could have picked Occasional Cortex, the fake oppressed Hispanic minority. She grew up in a rich, middle-class home in Westchester, New York. Her father was an architect, and she makes that she was a poor Puerto Rican from the Bronx. Stupid. Andy Blooper. How did they cut out an overt gay with a fake child like that? How did they not use him? Why did you think about the jockeying behind the scenes of who would get it? What they must have fought over that. Why did they not pick an overt gay propagandist like Gray Cooper? Gray Cooper, what's his name? Grammy Cooper. I get their names mixed up. Andy Blooper. Has to, every day you have to see him kissing his boyfriend on New Year's Eve, holding his baby. Puke. Makes me vomit. I respect women too much to put up with this crap any longer. Ha, ha, ha. So I would say you're not going to hear much about the open borders, the crime wave for minorities, the inflation that's out of control, and Biden dragging us into World War III. Okay? So let's get ready to rumble. Oh my God. I'm not even excited over it. You know it's going to be garbage. I'm going to put it on in the background so you don't hear it. I got to hear it. Can you hear? I hope you don't hear. Tell me you can't hear the TV. I'll lower it if you can. It's a little too loud. I got to watch the corpse. Can you hear it? I hope not. Say you can't hear the TV or you can. There's a slight delay, by the way, in it. I hear the fake laughter now. What? We can hear you fine, but could you? I don't want you to hear the TV. I listen to these people. It's pointless. You hear the TV. I can't run it then. Maybe turn the microphone this way so I'm coming into it this way, and the TV is coming in the other way. Okay, tell me if you can hear the TV. Can you hear the TV now? You got to say honestly. You can't hear it. If you hear it, I'll get sued from the communists and the CIA. The CIA news network. I got to open the wine. First of all, I'm going to take a quick break. You can hear it? You're not supposed to hear it. Okay, I'm going to lower it so only I can hear it. Okay, honestly, I'm lowering it. Or it can't be audible. Can't be audible or I get sued or they turn it off. They're suing any blogger who wants to run it live. Very low. Okay, I'm going to ask Karen. I'll ask Karen. I'll call my producer. She's in Pennsylvania. Poor her. Karen, can you hear the TV in the background as I'm live here? You don't have a TV or not? Yes or no? I need an answer. Come on, I got a minute left.
I have my computer in front of me. I've got the TV. Let me turn down my television.
Well, I'm running a TV. I want to know that you can't hear it.
I couldn't hear it on the text. It was inaudible.
Oh, here we go. And now live from CIA headquarters with a fake backdrop of Atlanta, Georgia. Well, it's on. I don't want them to hear it. Yes, you can hear it? Karen, yes or no? Okay, I'm not getting an answer. I'm schwitz. Karen, please give me a straight answer.
I'm tuning in. I'm playing it so I can hear it.
Oh, here he is, Dana Gash. Look at Jay Crapper trying to look straight and normal, that piece of garbage. A shanda upon his people. You know, these two are why people hate Jews, and I'm Jewish. Can you hear the two of them or not? Karen. It's got to be inaudible. That's what I'm asking you. Just make it quick, will you? I'm live.
It's inaudible.
That's all. It's inaudible. It's inedible, too. Look at this. There are two of them. Two of them. Look at him trying to be the straight schoolboy, that twisted sister. And Dana Gash has attacked Trump for years straight. Look who they picked. They couldn't even pick a middle of the roader. 1 minute each. And where are they? Still in the background? They're giving him liniment. The corpse, they're giving liniment. They're going to wheel him out in a minute. See, if I had the sound effects, the clown music would come on now. Microphone will be turned on by Langley. Langley is talking to us in our headpieces now, telling us exactly whether we're doing a good job or not. And now, 2 minutes. Langley has told us we have a 2 minute until beginning. No studio audience, no press pool, nothing. Oh, shut up. Let me get my wine. I'll be right back. Wow. He just came out. The great man himself just came out. I wonder how many hippos they had to kill for the colostrum. There's poor Donald Trump. No audience, no cheers, no jeers, nothing. So, Donald, Mr. Trump, have you stopped inciting violence against America? Or if you're reelected, do you promise not to? Oh, here we go. Economy. Yeah, there is no inflation except in Argentina in 1951. But for the sake of the morons out there, we're going to talk about inflation, which we didn't have under Donald Trump. Ooh, home prices went up. Ooh, look, Jakey Crapper did a good job. His grandmother's just selling over there in Brooklyn. He's attacking Trump, the schmuck? Now he's attacking Trump on the economy? We've had the best economy in years, that schmuck. They're in the you knew they were going to do this. Don't get excited. Whatever you do, don't get too excited, Michael. Talk to yourself here. Yeah, it's Donald Trump caused inflation, even though there was no inflation when Trump was in office, and I jacked it up through the roof, like in the Weimar Republic. It's Donald Trump who did it because I say so, and that's what I was told to say, and that's what my earpiece is saying to me. Come in, Langley. Langley, come in. Did I do good? All right. All right, folks. That is a beautiful sound. Something I could never do in the years on radio. I never drank once on air and radio, but do you think that this corpse will get through this tonight? I wish I could listen. I can't even turn it up to even hear. I could see the mouth moving and nothing's coming out. He's mumbling. So instead of answering about the inflation, the corpse is saying Donald Trump caused the inflation. Here we go. Prescription drug. Bring up abortion, by the way. Go ahead. Yeah, bring up abortion. Yeah, bring up abortion. Oh my God, this runs the country. Is this the best we can do? Is this the best we could do? Are you listening to this? I'm kind of listening. I have it on low so you can't hear it through my microphone. He's saying nothing. Here's Trump talking. I hope you can't hear him through me. I used to call him Joe Biden before he became president. He was known as a mean piece of work. Joe Biden. Yes, we had the best economy in decades, right? Turn on your captions on your TV so you can read it. I don't know how to put on captions. That's too advanced. One of my producers, you would have taught me that. I need a piece of ice in my wine. It's not cold enough. It's not a bad Bordeaux. What'd you say, Donald? See how seriously I'm taking both of them? It's an inexpensive Sauvignon Blanc from France. It's quite good. It doesn't have that horrible what? The corpse is looking down at his notes as we look on. The invisible hands are behind him, rubbing his wires. They're making sure that the wires are still connected in the back. He's staring down at his notes to make sure. He's denying that we had a great economy under Trump. You hear? Is he going to get through 90 minutes of this? I don't think I am. The Don is under control and poised to let Biden make a fool of himself. Here's a man who destroyed the economy, broke our borders, dragged us into World War III, sending troops now into Ukraine. Day by day, it gets worse by the day, flooding us with diseased aliens, just like Trump said. Rapists, he said, murderers being released from the jails in Venezuela. Of course. I can't listen to Biden. I think I'm going to actually get sick. He ran out of Afghanistan and left $150 billion worth of equipment that went right into the hands of the terrorists who used it against us. And not one word from Gash or from a crapper. Oh, I want to follow up. I'm an important man. Yes, I had it in my book 20 years ago. Tariff everything, crapper. I need an ice cube in this. Trump's being a good boy. They trained him to talk quietly. Got to watch my enunciation and my diction. See, Biden's trying to react. The Langley's trying to talk to him now. See, he's shaking his head now. The Irish shake. See, Joe went like that. I feel like I'm watching a wake on the right side and like a Sweet 16 on the left side of the screen. Good for you. He's getting into the rhythm. As we move into the first minutes of the debate, the contender for the title is finding his stride, while the current champion is already weakening and falling apart on the stand. We do not know if they're going to have a diaper change during the breaks. Here we go. Here, Jay Crapper now. What? Our debt's $36 trillion, you schmuck. What? What do you think you earn, you fraudulent piece of shit? Pardon me. Look, he makes believe he's one of the poor. Why should top earners pay less? The guy makes probably $26 million a year because that's what the CIA pays these days. That's all they can afford. I wonder what they gave Joey. I mean, he's Irish by heritage, so you have to use some ethnic background foods that pump people up. Are there any Irish in the audience could tell me what he ate before? They wouldn't have given him any fish, would they? Like if you're not Shanty Irish, you don't eat fish. You eat corned beef, beef. Trump, we know, lives on the worst diet known to human beings. It would kill anyone else. I was with him on Air Force One. I never saw such garbage in my entire life. I had one. I had a hot dog with him. Ugh, I never eat that poison. It's garbage. It's like a hot dog is from the slaughterhouse floor. What's he talking about? Oh, now we go. Oh, they're letting him talk. I'm actually shocked by that. Far more people dying in his administration, mandating. The mouth just opened like this. I mean, Biden's expressions are Parkinsonian. That's the sad part. The fake smile to the left like that? He thinks he's at a Friars Club. He thinks he's in an Irish wake, and he just told a hot one. He's right. I hear a little bit of it. Mm-hmm. Donald's getting it in. The corpse is leaning down now. Oh, Mr. Trump, we'll get to immigration after we all take a bathroom break and we edit this out. Now he's saying Trump had the greatest day. See, oh, look, you know the game. Come on. I grew up in Queens across the tracks from Trump. Right. A good offense is the best defense. We all know that. That's how the boys who went to NYU taught him to do it. Okay. Time to open the Rothschild bottle you have in the cellar. I don't drink it. This time of year, it's only like basically inexpensive white wine. This is the president of the free world. You hear this? A dictator, a mook, a bum, a criminal, a gangster, received checks from China, from the Ukraine, him and everyone in the family, down to the grandmother, and we don't hear a word out of it from Gash or from the other one. Why don't they ask him about the checks from China that came out? Looking at the notes. Trump's not looking at notes. He doesn't need notes. All right, here we go. Medicare, abortion. Where's global warming? Where did that go? Now we found out the islands aren't sinking into the ocean forever. The Maldives suddenly is safe. Mm-hmm. All right. You're not hearing it through me, right? Because if you are, I got to turn it right off. I don't think so. So the corpse is now glancing down at the teleprompter in his podium. And Langley cannot keep up with the slowness of his brain. They're trying AI. They're trying every device known to advanced artificial intelligence. And all the president of the United States of American Marshal is a side glint, like he's at an Irish wake, and they all on an inside dirty joke. You know, I get it, huh? Oh, here comes Dana Gash. Dana Gash, now the most biased female in the history of the female race. Abortion. Here we go. That's all that's on their mind. Why is it that women who are past childbearing age or lesbians, fat, ugly, disgusting, never had children, why are they obsessed with abortion? This is one thing that bewilders me, other than they're in the abortion business. It's a racket. Oh, her mascara's running. Look. Oh, my God. Oh, Dana, you'll never get over this. Does anyone else see this? Look, the left eye, there's running mascara or is eyeshadow. Ladies, is that eyeshadow or mascara running down her left eye? Can someone help me with this? Guys, is it mascara or eyeshadow? I don't feel sorry for him. I don't feel sorry for him. I feel sorry for America and me, not him. Look at the mouth open. Look. Oh my God. How could you feel sorry for a man who's ruining the world? Is it mascara or eyeshadow? Ladies, come on. You're listening to this like it matters. He's not yelling or screaming so far. What is it? Is it mascara or eyeshadow? I'm trying to get an answer here. Guys, come on. Is it mascara or eyeshadow? Eyeliner. Thank you, Daphne. Thank you. Eyeliner. Mascara. Do you understand what I'm talking about? Dana Gash is so nervous that she's sweating under her left eyelid and the eyeshadow's running. She'll never live this down. This is a thing from Queens, Brooklyn. Never. A girl like her that got this far on nothing. Where's the old Biden? I'd like to meet him behind the schoolhouse and beat the hell out of him. Remember that one? I'll give him a good shellacking. Where'd he go? I saw Newsom was there. They had him in the bullpen throwing a few pitches. I wonder why. Why do you think Newsom was there throwing a few pitches out on the field? Hello? Oh, I'm going to get up at him. I don't know if I can take any more of it. It's boring, actually. You know, there's a part of me that's still childlike, which is why I'm still living. I thought about that. There's a part of me that's childlike. I'm so bored of these two guys right now. I don't even want to listen anymore. What does it matter? Abortion. You hear? This is the biggest issue to Joe Biden. An 82-year-old loser who's half dead, one foot in the grave, and he's obsessed. His problem is an abortion. The CNN woman's name is Dana Gash, I said to you. Dana Gash. That's all. Look, he's mumbling. I don't know. No, there's not anything to pity here. Now he's going to bring up when I was in Scranton, I knew a woman who had to go to Mexico on a train to get an abortion with a sewing needle, and that poor girl's womb was ripped open, and I'll never forget it, which is why I'm the most pro-abortion president in history, because a woman has a right to choose. That's all I know. That's all I shall ever know until the day I cry. Trump just changed the argument. Okay, see, now we got a guy who's winning a little bit here. He's bringing up abortion, the corpse, and women dying. And Trump's talking about the women who are being raped and killed by Joe's policies. Not bad. Good turnaround. Brandon doesn't know where he is. Look at the face. Look. He looks like he's about to break into tears. Look at that man's face. Look. This guy looks like he's in a nursing home and someone said something to him and he doesn't quite get it and he's bewildered. He doesn't know what to do. So Langley is now, all the red lights went off at Langley. They're trying to figure out what to say to him. Trump's doing great by the way. He's winning by a landslide right now. See, abortion again, Dana Gash. That's why I named her that. I'm getting an ice cube. I'll be right back. I'm just going to give me a second. It's not quite cold enough. I had it in the fridge. Here. This is it. The world's burning. Inflation's out of control. Illegal aliens are raping, murdering, spreading diseases. Zelensky's dragging us in World War III. And Dana Gash is obsessed with abortion. Be right back. All right, we know it's a woman's right to choose, Joe. Okay, Langley sent you a baby answer. Talk about the 12-year-old girl who was raped, tortured, and murdered by your illegal aliens. I don't want to hear any more about this. 2 more minutes, I'm gonna turn it off. This will be much better with a little ice in it. Okay. So you could hear Trump. You don't have to hear it from me. You're watching it on your device, your TV, and I'm watching it with you. So I mean, you don't have to hear it from me. I'm not allowed. I'm only allowed to give you mine. So I'm turning the mic this way while the TV's there. Here goes. Woman's right, woman's right, woman's right, woman's right, woman's right, woman's right. Hallelujah. Woman's right to choose. See the mouth again? Look, dumbfounded. That is called a dumbfounded look. Dana Gash went in the back to have the eyeshadow adjusted. Anderson Cooper is taking care of it for her. He's an expert on it. MAGA Republicans. MAGA Republicans. Hey, Joe, I'm a MAGA Republican. Everyone I know is a MAGA Republican. You're the only one who isn't. Oh, I'll veto. How could a puppet veto anything? Oh, look at he brought up migrants crossing the border. I don't believe this. What did his rabbi send him a note? His rabbi said, Bubba, you got to mention this or you'll lose your credibility. When you come to the synagogue, no one will applaud anymore. Oh, now he's toughest on the border in the history of the world now. I am now tougher on the border than anyone in history, including this man, Donald Trump, who let more migrants in than I ever dreamed could come in. And so many are here now because of him that I'm finally stopping it because I'm tough on immigration because I found out I need to be just to say I am. Okay. 40% fewer coming across the border after 15 million came across the border. So that means 40% less are coming in. So only 10 million are coming in now. That's good. Is that Adderall working anymore on him or what? I don't think he's going to make 90 minutes. Trump's doing great on Diet Coke and hot dogs. I got to tell you, I ought to try it. Right, we did. The guy's great. Trump's looking balanced, moderate, and Biden's trying to shake the head. If he speaks, they won't let him. He's not allowed to interrupt. He thinks he can override him because he still thinks of the old rules. You're not allowed to interrupt the other guy. Look at him looking. That's right. Trump's right. Middle East, everywhere. Iraq, deepest hearts of Africa. Bums, mooks, criminals, diseased. Give us you're tired, you're poor, and you're mooks, and those wanting to live for free. I hope that with what happened in 2020, which we're not allowed to mention, that we're all watching now, that these late night ballots will not be permitted this time. If enough of us go to these places with cameras, and enough of us on the inside with cameras can show this, it won't happen again, and we'll be through with the corpse. The corpse will get the care he's been needing for so long now. What? Killed 3 American soldiers? This mook ran out of Afghanistan and caused major deaths. And he's talking, and he caused the deaths of 800,000 people in Ukraine, Ukrainian and Russians. And he's talking about 3 deaths now that Trump, oh boy, I've had enough of this. Oh, here we go. Jay Crap is reading now. Right. You should be thrown into that pool. You're an illegal alien yourself. You may as well be from Mars, fake. That nose of yours, like a Groucho nose. See Biden staring when he said al-Baghdadi and Salamandi? Biden's looking like, what's a salamander? And since they can read his brain in Langley, he's thinking about answering about salamanders now, that when he was in Scranton, he used to keep salamanders in a cage. He's liable to say it. And they're telling him, no, Joe, don't talk about salamanders when you're in Scranton as a child. It's not about that. It's about salamandi at salami. Remember you had salami at your uncle's wake? It's not about salami or salamanders, Joe. Here we go. All right. Trump's making very good points. Look at Biden's face. Clueless. He doesn't know where the hell he is. Wow. Trump's getting in an awful lot. You know, Biden looks like he is about to pass out, that he can't take it. He's not used to this. He's used to a few minutes of bullshit, and then they drop the curtain and wheel him out. I'm shocked that they let him go this far without cutting Trump's mic. Wow. Living in luxury hotels, right. He's right. He's making every point that needs to be made on borders, language, and culture. Now, if they'd only talk about the trans maniacs perverting our children's minds and get rid of the HHS secretary who belongs in a mental hospital, what's his name? Shapiro, the one who was a man who had a schmendrick. I don't know what he did. HHS who now wants to eliminate all age for blockers of hormones. What's his name? Anyone know his name? Shapiro. Trump said he's killed so many people at our border. Look at the corpse. Watch the. Everything he said is a lie. You know what he just did? He just threw Biden for a loop. He got Biden angry. Now Biden's going to make some big errors now. Watch. I got to eat dinner soon. It's already 25 after 6. I like to eat at a certain time. I don't care what's going on in the world. Usually 6:30 is it. That's it. My time, Pacific. I'm not going to drink too much because I'm already gone over. No, I have about a third. He went to the World War II cemetery, and because he went there, he was sure he fought at Normandy. I went to the World War II cemetery because I was there. I'm sure I was in World War II. At least that's what I thought when I came back. They told me on the plane, whatever I think is okay. Have a nice drink, go to sleep. You'll be home soon. Here's the Alia. Here's the Valium. Here's the Oh, the wine is good. Love comes in at the eyes. Wine comes in at the lips. That is all we shall ever know until the day we die. Who wrote that? Anyone who knows who wrote it will win a special prize tonight. It was a white male poet. Wine comes in at the lips. Love comes in at the eyes. That's all we shall ever know until the day we die. Now he brought up Hunter. Watch. Now he's going to go ballistic. That's a button. The CIA just buzzed him. They pressed the wire that. We've done more for veterans. What? Trans surgery? Cutting their schmucks off? That's what you've done for veterans? He hasn't taken care of veterans. Joey Boy hasn't taken care of veterans. He hates them. Yeah, right. I'm from Scranton. I love veterans. Russia's war. Right. Right, because it's formerly Russian territory, Dana Gash. She didn't adjust the eyeliner. Our veterans, and so he's trying to get under his skin. See, brush the eye. That's a signal. The signal when Joey just touched the eye, that's like that's like on Mulberry Street. Look, touch the eye. Giving the smile like we're all supposed to be in on his joke. The old age home smile. See the old age home smile? You know, they've always said that the Irish had Blarney. And Biden is a living example of the Irish Blarney. I got to tell you, he's got it, boy. He can still put out that bullshit like I've never seen. How did he get blessed with a man of such low moral esteem? No moral clarity, no morals at all. A man who's almost destroyed the whole world. How can he even stand up there and how? He ought to say to the world, I'm sorry for what I've done. Trump's 100% right. I resign. I'd like him to be president right now. I'd like to save my conscience before I go to the next world. That's what he should do. Trump's getting in every point. He is beating this guy to a pulp, by the way. I'm shocked. I don't know how Biden's going to get through this because it's 30 minutes into it and he's not doing very well. You know what I love about Trump? He's on message wherever he is. Anywhere. You know why? Never drinks, never drank, not like me. Mm-hmm. Correct. God, I hope to God he wins. President Biden. Brain damage for a number of his troops, and he did nothing about it. When he was president. Oh, he's in trouble. Look at his eyes. You see how desperate they are? He's begging with the eyes, please help me. Now Langley just sent them another electronic message. Who at Langley is actually sending him the messages? What, some transvestite? A transsexual at Langley? You say Langley, CIA. What does it mean? It's some technician there typing him messages with some putz general standing over him from the CIA. What are you? They're just people. Oh, this man's evil. He's so dangerous. You know, it's bad enough that he's senile, but he's evil. I wouldn't mind if he was senile and benign, but he's senile and evil. And where's the left? See, try to put him. Gash tried to put Trump in a corner. See, $200 billion or more to Zelensky, the fraud. You'd think with $200 billion, he could buy a Barney's Loft suit, Zelensky, and upgrade his wardrobe. Still wearing a green undershirt. $200 billion and he can't buy himself a suit from Filene's basement online? He's still appearing like he's Fidel Castro just off the battlefield, that fraud. You hear that? Before I take office, I'll have the war settled. I could say a lot right now. Excuse me. Oh, here we go. Putin's a war criminal. Make more. See, wants more war. He's a warmonger. A warmonger, a bastard of the worst order, a son of a bitch, killing us all. How could this man maintain his office doing such harm and damage to us in the world? How? Open the big eyes now. Stare. That's a signal that I know what I'm saying. See, the big myth is that Russia wants to reestablish the Soviet Union. That's like the reverse in a way. It's the same thing as what we heard about Vietnam, the domino theory. that if we don't stop him in Ukraine, he'll take over Estonia and France and Norway and Sweden. It's the same bullshit, again, from the military-industrial complex. I've been around long enough to see it all. Are we finished yet? Guys, can I stop? Can I go home? Yeah, Mr. Biden, you put forward a proposal to have the Jews lay down their arms so their women can be raped and their villages can be overrun by the Palestinian Islamic bastards. Is that eyeshadow still down? I cannot see it very well. Ladies? Yeah, the eyeshadow. She's finished. She got her big moment. It's like, the close-up in Sunset Boulevard. Remember that movie, Sunset Boulevard? Dana Gash was given the big shot, the close-up, and the eyeshadow, that's the end of it. First of all, the gays in the media are never going to let that go by. Never. That is such a faux pas for a biological woman, which I assume she is. I'll give her that. The eyeshadow, a biological woman never lets that happen. That's usually after an argument with a husband, a funeral, a hot pepper from an Italian boyfriend, something. But it doesn't actually happen on its own. What the hell did this? Did he just say I'll provide nuclear weapons to Zelensky when he needs them? What is this guy, insane? Yes. No one was hurt? We saved Israel? What a lying Irishman. I love Irish people. How do you people take this man? Why is there no national day of mourning in Ireland for the day that Biden was born? That's what I would like to see in Ireland. A national day of mourning the day Biden was born on his birthday. What a curse on the earth. The Irish gave us poets and poetry and literature. And look what they gave us now. My God. That's it on my wine. I think that's it. Soon I'll really say things I regret. Why doesn't he call them and say you got to put up your money like I did with NATO? I got them to put up hundreds of billions of dollars. See the mouth? Look at Biden. Doesn't know what the hell he doesn't really know. Maybe the guy at Langley doesn't know what to say to him. Maybe he's lost control. It's like, it reminds me of an astronaut that landed on the moon and disconnected from the pipe that goes into the capsule. Biden's now walking around on the moon without any connection to the capsule. He doesn't know where the hell he is, incidentally. Trump is winning 90-10 here. The muted microphone is actually playing into Trump's favor. Does anyone hate Biden as much as I do for what he's done to this country and the world? Does anyone get sick every time they see this piece of shit? I'm sorry. He makes me ill. Oh, God, how did this happen to my nation? I was a good Boy Scout. I did the best I could. I pray every day. Why'd you do this to this country? It's low and audible, cannot discern. Okay, good. Can't hear it. Okay, Putin's the devil. I get it. You're not. He's the devil, not Putin. He has no idea what the hell he's talking about. Throw in a good Scranton phrase. Oh, how evil. This is the face of evil. This is not just a touch of evil you're looking at with Biden. It's the face of evil. You get it? It's frightening to watch this. Oh, here we go. She shifted from Ukraine to Israel. Okay, I've heard all this before. This is Sleepy Joe's last roundup, I think. I really do think this is Sleepy Joe's last roundup, and this is Michael Savage possibly signing off any moment from this farce. Trump is wiping the floor with the corpse. Cue ball doesn't know where the F he is. Trump's making every cogent point he ever makes at his rallies, and the corpse is saying nothing. I got to tell you one thing before I go. Are you ready for this? Trump won the election in November of that year, whatever the hell it was, 2016, when the election was. And I had him on a radio show when I was still wanting to do radio and was on the air. And I said, President Trump, when you become president, when you are president, you just won, would you speak to Mr. Putin after you're inaugurated? And, I got the tape. I'll play it on my podcast. He said, I'll call Mr. Putin. I'll call Vladimir Putin before I'm inaugurated to stop any such activities. That's what he said on my radio show. Oh, here we go. January 6th. Jake Tapper, I may go to the synagogue when you go to. I may put a tallis around your neck and say, God bless you, because you're going to need God's blessing. How could any Jew walk in a synagogue and see that low-life Sanhedrin Jew walk in and not spit on him? Whose mom is Irish? Whose mother is Irish? The whole world is watching, and Trump is definitely presidential. Biden looks just like what he is, a corpse. Here we go. Langley just got the Tapper. They warned him. They warned Crapper that if he doesn't perform, he's over. He'll have a car accident, or an ice cream truck will run into him on Virginia Highway. See the earpiece? Look at the earpiece. Look, a silent earpiece. They make amazing technology today. He don't know what the hell he doesn't know what to say. Trump is like on his feet. Da, 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 da. The other one is like Mr. Stiff. Who would you rather have as a grandfather, Trump or Biden? Let me ask you that. Who would you rather have as a grandfather, Trump, who's alive, vibrant, knows what's going on, or the corpse? Or me? Would you rather have me as a grandfather? Here we go. He encouraged those folks. I sat and watched rah, 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 rah. I ate corned beef and cabbage in Scranton, Pennsylvania, while they were trying to take over Nancy Pelosi's fetid office. Pelosi's running the whole show, by the way. You don't know this. I know it. I know who the puppet master is. At least I assume I know. It's right out of The Sopranos. Actually, another show rather than The Sopranos. Yes, commute their sentences, you bastard. Yes, most of them are innocent, you son of a bitch. See, I can't. I say I'm going to get violent now, and I shouldn't. Schumer should be in prison. They should all be in prison for what they've done to these innocent people. They're still arresting people who are just in the plaza because of these evil fascist bastards. Do you understand that? Thank you, President Struns. Oh, he said, some people are so innocent, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. Look at the Strunza on the right. Walking in the plaza, he's had his hatchet man, Streicher, over there in the Justice Department. Streicher. Arrest them. Arrest them all! You will die! He's having them all arrested, Streicher, in the Department of Justice. Right. He's right. Peaceful protest. And Streicher, under whoever you want to call him, Stalin there on the right. Oh, Stalin. You could be looking at a Stalin-like character right in front of your eyes, but you're so brainwashed you don't even know it. It's from watching too much pornography, Too many movies put out by Katzenberg, Matzenberg, and Ratzenberg. Here we go. Convicted felon. We knew this would come up. I would say you're an unconvicted felon. That would be my answer. I would have said to Trump, the minute he brings up convicted felon, say, well, Mr. Biden, you're an unconvicted felon, but the time is coming soon when you also will be a convicted felon. All the money you got from Ukraine, from China, don't give us this bullshit that I'm a convicted felon. We know it's a setup trial. We know it's a Stalinist trial. Don't give us this shit. Come on. Come on, man. Come on, man. I'm a patriot. Okay, stop already with the Proud Boys. You're an unproud boy. Oh, I'm getting worked up. I better get the blood pressure cuff. Folks, I said folks. I mean, I'm folks. I didn't say the other word. Here we go. Convicted you. Jake Tapper, I may have to go to that synagogue and spit in your face. I wouldn't do it. It's a metaphorical statement. Don't arrest me now. Next minute, the door is broken in. Jake Tapper is a type of Jew I've hated all my life. I'm Jewish, just so you know. I ran from that type of Jew my whole life. That slimy, snaky piece of shit. There's enough anti-Semitism in the world. You have to ask yourself a question. There's so much anti-Semitism right now. Why would they pick two far-left Jews to be moderators? Why? Somebody's trying to provoke more anti-Semitism. I don't understand it. Jay Crapper is a moderator like, okay. Did they adjust their eyeliner yet? Look, Joe is an unconvicted felon. Say that to him. Donald, you should have called me. The minute they bring up convicted felon, say, Joe, you're an unconvicted felon, but your time is coming. When I'm president, both you and your whole family will be in prison. And you'll face the same judges I faced from my side. Here, you're a criminal. He called him. Oh, wow. He's going after the old Irishman. He knows how to fight because he's from Queens. I didn't do anything wrong. Oh, what? See the hand, the pointing? He's losing. Look, he's lost it. He's going to blow it in a minute. They're going to blow out the diaper in a minute. You're going to see someone on their knees running behind them in a second with a pillow, a cotton pillow. How dare you say that about me? How dare you talk about the hundreds of millions of dollars I received from Ukraine and Russia? How dare you? Sex with a porn star. There we go. You wish to God you could have sex with a porn star with your noodle, your limp noodle. When's the last time you had sex, you creep, you? Let me ask you something, ladies. Ladies only. If you had to, not saying you would, this is just a straight question, let's say anywhere in the world, if you're watching in Russia, Georgia, Ukraine, Pennsylvania, who would you rather have sex with if you had to? Trump or Biden? That's all I want to ask you. That's all. See the mouth up? Oh, my God. Trump's doing so good. I mean, I'm going to vote twice if I could. I can't. I will only vote once. I'm not a Democrat. Democrat, I could vote in 50 states. See the mouth open? Does he actually know what's going on, or is there any earpiece? He has not faced anyone in 4 years doing this to him, by the way. Right? Trump's doing so good. Cut him off. Magger, not MAGA. We should all be arrested. So in other words, he'd like to arrest half of America. And by the way, if I could, and if I win again, I'll arrest half of America. That's what I will do. I'm Joe Biden, and Jill approves of this message. I'm turning this off soon. I can't take anymore because I have one feeling right now. See the corkscrew? See the corkscrew? I'm not good. That's what I like to do with the corkscrew. Why do I have to listen to this piece of garbage? I hate this man. This man is the lowest form of humanity, the worst. Garbage, filth, a lifetime bureaucrat, a corrupt bastard of the worst kind, a warmonger, a liar, a mook, a bum. I don't mind a Democrat. My family were Democrats. But this thing, he never said he would find people on both sides. That's another lie. Nazis, here we go again. Paint the Nazi flag on him. You have the Nazi flag on you, you son of a bitch. Oh my God, he's really on the defensive. This is the only good news is that Trump's wiping the floor with the corpse. Right, 100% exoneration. He's right. JFK is turning over in his grave looking at this piece of shit. This piece of garbage. You know, he's the lowest form of political garbage that's ever appeared on the world stage. He's destroyed America and the world. He's actually having to listen to it, the corpse. He just said the worst presidency in history, and the corpse has to listen to it. He's grimacing. He's never had any criticism. He could plots from this. He's looking out there for Jill now. Mommy, save me. Mama, come save me from this evil man. Jill, save me.
I ran because I was worried if I like this guy could get elected. If he thought they were good people coming out of that forest, carrying those torches, then he didn't deserve to be president.
Coming out of a forest carrying torches? What movie is he living in? Trump says Biden is not equipped to be president. He's not equipped to go to an old age home. They'd have to restrain him. You know, if they put Biden into an assisted living, they'd have to restrain him. He would probably beat people up and have his dogs attack people. You know, think about it. Dogs. I'm a dog lover. I haven't had a dog in years. My poor dog died. My dog never bit anybody. Well, okay, he would bite the shoes of the assistant under the table. And we'll take a break now for a Kotex break on CNN. We brought to you by Modes from South America. The South American Modes, the best you could ever buy. Brought to you by Anthony Fauci, built in with an injectable Kotex, a plug that brings you right back to the state you were in when you were 17 years old. We are Modes. Look at this one. Who's this creep? It doesn't work. That's garbage. Look at this. They got a pimp pharmacist to make believe it works. It doesn't work. None of that works. If it worked, Biden would be cogent. Now what? What are they selling now? Another hero job? That's a legitimate ad. Tunnel to Towers. I looked them up. Almost all the money goes to the veterans. I looked them up. No management money. Honest. I looked it up. I sensed there was some reason for me to look it up. Tunnel to Towers. I said another fraud put out by Sean Hannity. I don't know. He skimmed a lot off the top of one of his charities I read years ago. You talk about what's with the Irish and the lying? Sean Hannity. What's this now? A man's underwear, gay ad now. I don't want to look at a guy in underwear. I'm sorry. I don't want to see a guy with a schmendrick in the I don't like it. Stop it. See gay ads everywhere you turn. The subtle. What 5-star reviews for another gay ad? Another gay guy. Tommy John, another gay. It's all gays. The gay ads. Then this one. What's this one? Immuno. I'm 90 years old and I'm full of crap. Your body lacks minerals, but I got to tell you that if you take my pill, you'll be as cogent as Joe Biden within 2 pills. And then if you keep taking my pills, you'll be as clear as Joe Biden is at any time of the day. Oh, my God. Oh, what garbage. What garbage? How much can a person take of this? It's day and night lies wherever you turn. Ads, the politicians, everyone's a liar. Oh, he's going to cure everything. The nostrum from the 19th century. No heart, no prostate, no cancer, nothing. And you'll ride around with your ugly wife in a golf cart, and you'll chase your grandchildren over a soccer field. Look at her kicking a soccer ball. That's the saddest thing I've ever seen. An ugly old woman kicking a soccer ball. It makes me sick. Look at this creep. 90 years. Let me tell you something about this garbage. Well, who's this one now? Rifles now? I'm watching a different channel. I don't know what I'm watching. Which channel am I on? CNN? I don't know. Maybe I'm on the wrong channel. Hold on. Oh my God, it's the wrong ads. Oh, shut up. Shut up. I'm changing the channel. Oh, it's a different ad structure. What's this now? I'm on CNN ads now? Look at these two creeps boxing. Yeah, right. Oh my God. What is this? 17 states have a Democratic governor, legislature. They all have energy policy, okay? But California adds the most to every gallon of gas. And we have the worst state in the country, right? It really runs well. That's the worst state I've ever seen in my life. We're going back to Dana Gash and Jake Crapper, who just went for a diaper change. His rabbi just gave him a blessing. Dana just had a makeup adjustment. They called out Andy Cooper's boyfriend or wife, to adjust her eyeliner. Please stop with the black questions already. She's attacking Biden on a black question? I don't believe Dana Gash did this. We made a lot of progress. More black businesses started than any time this war with all the stolen goods in the bodegas. Pardon me for having a good time. I told you I should stop. She attacked corporations. All his money's from corporations. He messed it up. See, Langley screwed it up. They gave him the wrong line. Oh, he's going to go blank in a minute, and he's going to do the hands. Here we go. We're almost there. 1 hour into it. You know, why does this country tolerate this is what I want to know. I actually would rather have Kamala Harris debating. Okay, so she's a lunatic, a far-left lunatic, a phony, not really black. Her own father said, stop it, we had slaves. Our last name is Harris. But at least she can talk. This one, shot through and through. I changed the camera angle. You have 49 seconds left. Would you like to take a crap right now? Have your diaper changed? Have some hydration? A little oxygen? What would you like? No, give every black family a house. So they get started. Give them all a house somewhere. That's all. Give every black a house. Ugh. A chicken in every pot. On the Biden will be a house in every pot. Pot in every chicken. I had that years ago. He is slowing down. See, he's burning down. Trump's doing so good. Okay, shut up already. Doesn't he have any sense of self-respect? You know, I don't mind this camera angle. It's nice. Look at that, the wheel. Now you could see the whole. This is an actual ship's wheel. Okay, look. This is my image for the president of the United States of America. The man who's destroyed the country and dragged us into World War III. Look at him. Look at the Stronzola. Right. Right. It was perfect. He did destroy it because he's a schmuck, a mook, a bum. He's surrounded by perverts and lunatics who never ran a goddamn watermelon stand. That's all. He's right. He's going to blow any minute now. Joe is going to make a mistake and say, look at the mouth open. They're like in an old age home. It's like an old age man fight. What?
There was no inflation when I became president. You know why? The economy was flat on its back. 50% unemployment.
What?
Decimated the economy. Absolutely decimated the economy.
He's full of shit. Okay, I think I've had enough. It's all government jobs for you stupid minorities and DEI. Don't tell us you created jobs. Morons. DEI morons you gave jobs to, you idiot, you. This just came up on Twitter. President Joe Biden made a controversial statement during a speech suggesting many young women are being raped by their in-laws, spouses, and even their siblings, including brothers and sisters. This statement has sparked a significant reaction on social media, and with many users expressing shock and confusion over the remarks. Raped by their brothers and sisters? What is he talking about? Oh, my God. It's like a slip. The man is shot. He caused it. Trump caused it. It was no inflation, but he caused it. I need another drink, but I'm not going to have it. Oh, there is no climate crisis, you douchebag, you. You lying douchebag. I'm sorry. I'm going to get vulgar. I told you I should not do this. There is no man-made climate change, douchebag. I can't listen to this one more second. Look at that. The eyeliner. They touched it up a little bit. They ran Andy Cooper's boyfriend out with a brush, a mascara brush. Let me tell you something about climate change. Study the Vostok ice core samples. I'm a PhD scientist from the University of California at Berkeley. I have 2 published master's degrees and a published PhD, admittedly in other fields, but I know how to read the literature. There is no man-made global warming. There's only man-made global warming from people like him. It's a scam like the COVID vaccine. The fact of the matter is, if you study the Vostok ice core samples, which I clearly delineated in Government Zero, one of my 29 published books, you may discover that thousands of years ago, millennia ago, the Earth was warmer. If you study that, you'll understand how stupid these people actually are. They're not liars. They're actually just stupid. These are kids who went to journalism school or drama school or politician school. They don't know shit about the world of science. Nothing. Right. So he's making good points. He's sticking to the main message. He's lost black voters. Right. That's right. That is why Hispanics are voting for Trump. Shut up with climate change. Okay, she's trying to put him in a box. What does she know about climate change? The only climate change she knows is when she goes in the dressing room. Stop. I got to stop right there. When she goes back into the ladies' room, she got climate change from the eyes and the shadow and the running. She's going to go back in that toilet and start vomiting after this from what she did to herself with that eyeshadow. Come on. Climate crisis. Study the Vostok ice core samples, morons. I passed more hot air than any president in American history. I passed more hot gas out of my FARCE than any president in American history. And I'm going to tell you something else. More hot air came out of my mouth than any president. All the presidents put together did not pass as much hot air as I have passed in the few years I have been in this position that I stole. I'm going to turn it off. Folks, I'm going to go. Cleans water? Paris, he's blowing it now. Okay, it's 1 hour and he's fucking up. Sorry, he's screwing up. I didn't say that. He's blowing it now. He's starting to break down. He's breaking down. Trump's coming up, and the corpse is breaking down. See the mouth open? He's in the old age home looking at the attendant. Look, he's looking to the attendant in the white coat to help him. He wants the guy from Haiti who's in the old age home to step in now and stop his opponent from talking. Yes, Antarctica has more ice now than 20 years ago. Don't tell that to the morons at NYU. Okay, I got to loosen the tie now and have dinner. I'm through. I've had enough of this shit. The guy's right. He's making all his points without yelling. And he's doing it succinctly. He's breaking down. You don't know what the hell he's talking about again. Largest polluters in the world. No, it's China, you son of a... You lying... No, China's the number one polluter. Your owners, CCP, are the biggest polluters in the world, Joe. Young people. Peace Corps, Climate Corps. Send everyone out with a rectal thermometer. And they'll be instructed by trans sergeants at arms with a whistle. And when I am reelected president again for the few days I have left, I will create a climate corps. It will be run by transgendered individuals with whistles and thermometers, anal thermometers. And people will test their temperature every 5 minutes to see if the temperature of the globe is rising. Thank you. Thank you, Corpse.
So every day, millions of Americans struggle just to make ends meet. For many older Americans, Social Security provides a critical lifeline. President Biden, if nothing is done to Social Security, seniors will see their benefits cut.
Don't worry. It doesn't matter. I get all the ice cream with Nancy Pelosi we can eat in the White House. We eat it very often. Once a week, Mrs. Pelosi comes in with me, and we have all the ice cream we want. We're not affected by this, and we're senior citizens. Okay, have you had enough yet? I can't take it anymore. Have I done enough? Have I given you enough of my soul? Folks, I don't want to do this anymore. Again, millionaires, where does he get his money from? The poor? No, he gets his money from the poor people on the homeless shelters, provide him with the money. He's not getting money from the millionaires and billionaires like Bernie Sanders. Oh, shut up. Shut up. You have 82 seconds to crap on yourself. Go ahead. Go ahead. You got 82 seconds to make a bigger schmuck of yourself. Go ahead. He wants to get rid of Social Security. No one ever said that. Wow, this is bad for him. How many more minutes of this garbage do I have to take? I actually want to stay on just to see Biden actually be taken off the stage. You know, he looks like a fighter that needs to be removed from the fight when he's getting beaten up so badly that they remove them from the fight. They throw in the towel. Even in a fight, they would throw in a white towel when someone's bleeding and about to die. But no, not Jill. She loves that Air Force One. Blah, 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 blah. Blow it out, you fartser, you bum, you. Education. We're sending vibrators to all 5-year-olds because that's the important thing for 5-year-olds to have vibrators now. We're providing government vibrators for every 5-year-old. That's what I wanted to say. We have government vibrators for every 5-year-old. I love it. The debate is like 90-10 Trump. You know, I don't understand why anybody can't love Donald Trump after this. They can't see the corpse, what he's doing? Other than Jeffrey Katzenberg is the only person who could still love Joe Biden. Unbelievable. Yes, sir. That's my baby. Yes, sir. Don't mean maybe. Okay. Look, I think all the points have been made. It's late already. It's 7:10. I could go for 2 more hours if I had to. Why should I? I'm not getting paid for this. Ah, he's on the defensive.
By the way, when I said suffering religion, he said he acknowledged after that he fired that general. That general got fired because he's the one that acknowledged.
Yeah, he fired a piece of garbage general. The guy was a general like my dog was a general.
The idea that we're going to be in a situation where all these millions and millions, everybody talks about it, illegal aliens are coming into the country and taking away our jobs. There's a reason why we have the fastest growing economy in the world.
What?
That's why we have the most successful economy in the world.
What is he crazy? He is crazy on top of being a liar. Can anyone take any more of Joe Biden's lies? Raise your hand if you can take another minute of this lying corpse. Any country on earth would put him in prison for what he's doing to this country. He would have been in jail for this. Ah, stop with the scholars. They're all psychotic perverts. Child care? What would Jay Crapper know about child care? He's not Andy Cooper. He has a child? Probably. Could you imagine being Jake Crapper's child? If you get to puberty, immediately take puberty blockers to not like, if you're a boy, let's say you're his son. Immediately when you're 11, you take puberty blockers. You don't want to be like your father because you realize if you are like him, you'll be ridiculed your whole life. You take a puberty blocker. It's like Rosie O'Donnell's daughter. Son became a daughter. See, look at Biden's face. Senile. I feel like Sinatra with the tie open after a long night. It's enough already. Look, this is my bravura performance here. Look. It's a long night for me. I don't mind. I did this for my audience.
This guy hasn't fired anybody. He never fires. He should have fired every military man that was involved with that horror show. The most embarrassing.
Trump's making one major point after another. And because Biden no longer has the total control he's always been used to, I'm shocked he's still standing there, truthfully. They even brought out a stretcher bearer. And that he hasn't had a diaper change? An hour and 10 minutes? With no diaper change? It's shocking. They let him off stage there in Normandy.
He's the worst president. He just said about me because I said it. He's the worst president in the history of our country.
He is.
He's destroyed our country. Now all of a sudden he's trying to get a little tough on the border. He come out.
Right. Trump's such a, you know what? Trump is a realist. Whether you like him or hate him, he's a realist. Biden is a classic lying bureaucrat of the lowest order.
He wants our country to either be destroyed or he wants to pick up those people as voters.
Right.
And I don't think we just can't let it happen.
We can't.
Wins this election,
right.
Our country doesn't have a chance.
Right. If he wins the election, we're finished. I mean, God has to intervene at some point and save this country. Oh, wow. You're full of crap. We're most admired in Ukraine. Where else are we admired, you lying Mick, you? We're not admired, you piece of garbage. You destroyed the country. You lying corpse, you. Historians, presidential historians, left-wing perverts, degenerates, morons, communists, college tenured losers. That's not conjecture. You own them all. How many grants did you give them, you? Yes, sir. That's my baby. No, don't mean maybe. Yes, sir. That's my baby now. He's bumbling now. He went from presidential historians to men going back to work.
Just so you understand, we have Poland, we have other things that worse because what he's done is so bad. And they rate me.
He's talking.
And they rate me one of the best. Okay. And
see the Irish smile? You got to hand it to Biden. He still has that winning smile for the morons out there who are drug addicts.
He's the only one I know. He wants to raise your taxes by 4 times. He wants to raise everybody's taxes by 4 times. He wants the Trump tax cuts to expire. So everybody, including the 2 of you, are going to pay 4 to 5.
Including the 2 of you. Good for you, Donald. You know that fraud crapper makes $25 million. And Dana Gash, what does she make? 18 to 20 for lying for the CIA? Now he's studying what they're sending on the iPad, the Joe pad. The fact of the matter is, according to the CIA, I'm the best president in the history of the universe. I can't take it anymore. Honestly, folks, I really need to go. I know you want me to. You would have me die on the stage. I've had enough already, this garbage. In a few minutes, I'll get out the blood pressure cuff. I got the cuff ready. I'll see what the blood pressure is. Should I take the pressure on air? I'm not going to do it. Should I read a prayer? Maybe I'll read a prayer from my grandmother's prayer book that she gave me when I was a boy. I need something. I need either a blood pressure cuff or read another prayer. I mean, I don't know what to do watching this guy. How could we live through how could we take any more of this?
Number 1. Number 2, you have not, in fact, made any contact, any progress with China.
You see what he just said? You haven't made any progress with China while he's president. Thank you, President Butt. Thank you, President Butt. President Button. He just called Trump president. That's because of Biden's fentanyl highway coming from Mexico and China. Come on, Jake, you know that. Even though you have a Groucho nose underneath those glasses. Oh! Because they'll cut off his dim sum. The reason Biden doesn't want to cut off China is he won't get those deliveries of dim sum, the frozen dim sum he likes with ice cream in them. You know, he actually looks a little cogent, man. That hippo colostrum is working. At least someone is actually, no matter what happens, at least we're hearing some remnant of truth here. They're making this the cough now. The cough.
So President Trump, you had 67 seconds left. The question was, what are you going to do to help Americans in the throes of addiction right now who are struggling to get the treatment?
Get you off the air. That's what we'll do for addiction, is get pieces like you off the air and put you in treatment. The first thing I would do is take everyone on CNN and put them into treatment to eliminate addiction in America. We'll do what we did in the Philippines, shoot the drug dealers. That's what he'll do next. Remember he once said that? He wanted to shoot the drug dealers? Good luck with the lobbying now. I wonder what the name of the drug dealers' lobby is. What's their front group in Washington? Every one of them has drugs in their backpack or their diapers or their panties. What are you talking about? Everyone. You know, I watch a show, Smugglers on Nat Geo. Every country on earth, they inspect the underwear, the shoes, the sneakers, the ears, the nose, the throat. This country, they come across with suitcases full of drugs. Oh, went down. Yeah, I wanted to make sure they went down and up. Mm-hmm. Okay. More fentanyl machines. What, to make more in China? You got a kickback on that too? Deal. See, again, blaming Trump. Oh, come on already. Okay, I think it's too long for Twitter. Maybe it went too long. I'm looking on Twitter. How long is it? I'm looking at myself live. It says 12,000 views, which is not bad. 14,000. Only 93 reposts. Come on, guys. If you're listening to me on Twitter, repost it, would you please? Okay, we've heard it all. Savage is live on X, fraudulent debate, live running commentary. If you like this, hit the like button on YouTube. Let me turn this off for a minute. The hat doesn't look bad. I'm looking. You know, I hope when Trump wins, he actually goes after all of them and jails them all. I hope he gets hanging judges for all of them, like they did to him. I hope when he wins, he goes after every one of them, and he makes every one of them suffer the way they've made Americans suffer, not just Trump. Throw them all before hanging judges in this country. Watch this now. Yeah, right. I've never felt better. I've never felt better. I've never been better in my life. Ask Jill. I'm a wild man in bed. You ask Jill what I can do with my tongue. Are you kidding me? I'm not just good verbally. I'm good verbally, and I'm good orally. Let me tell you. Are you kidding? Just ask Jill. I'm not good. I'm not just good verbally. I'm good orally. I'm an oral surgeon of that department, Dana. And when I'm 86 years old, if the only thing I have left is my verbal and my oral ability, it'll still be the best in the world. The best is yet to come. They asked this guy about what he's going to do at 86, and he's talking about Trump now again. He don't know where he is. Hey, California, it's cold and it's damp. That's why the lady is a tramp. Look at the eyes. He's completely shot, doesn't know where he is. He thinks he's at a wake somewhere in Scranton 35 years ago, telling stories in the back room to the guys. Look at this. You know, one thing I got to tell you, see the mic that I was used as a prop on Newsmax? They're all using them now. All the bloggers picked up on Show the Mic. She asked him about being 86, and he's talking about other topics. The guy doesn't even hear what she's saying. I got to hand it to Dana Gash. I mean, truthfully, they've asked tough questions, and he's not even knowing what the hell they're asking him. She didn't ask you that, Joe. She said, you're 82 years old. How are you going to make it to 86, Joe, when you can't even get through this debate without looking like a strunza? Look. See? You'll be 82 second term. I'm 82, Dana. That's not a big deal. It's not age. It's the mental capacity. Move on. Right. No test for senility. Right. I said in my last podcast, the Savage Nation podcast, they should both be given tested for dementia. Both. You agree with me? You know, it looks to me almost as though they've used Trump to defeat Biden, because this is so, the questions are so rational. I think they want Biden gone and he won't leave. I'm starting to get the feeling that even they know that he's got to go. I mean, it's hey, ho, ho, Biden's got to go. Hey, ho, ho, Biden's got to go. Hey, ho, ho, Biden, I think that even CNN says there'll be no country left if this guy doesn't leave. He won't let go. You know, he's like a guy who's locked on a steering wheel and the car's going off a cliff and they're trying to grab his hands off the wheel. See the eyes? They're the eyes of a lunatic.
Well, you said 6'4", 200. Well, anyway, just take a look at what he says he is.
6'4", 200 pounds.
I got my handicap, which when I was vice president, down to a 6.
He doesn't know what he's talking about.
I told you you don't have to carry your own bag. You can do it.
They won't let Trump answer.
I was an 8 handicap.
Now that he's talking about golf, are you listening to this? What this country has devolved to? Moronic golfers? You will accept going to prison and being executed in jail by a lunatic inmate. President Trump, do you agree to kill yourself if you win? This is Dana Gash reporting from CNN, direct from CIA headquarters. Mr. Trump, if you're elected, do you agree to kill yourself for the sake of America and the world? Okay, come on. It's enough already. It's crazy. How much can you take of this? I am so shadow banned on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter. Even on Twitter, you have no idea that even on Twitter, I'm being shadow banned by some third worlders. What do you think? Musk doesn't have third worlders working? He's going to hire white boys? He's got third worlders in there with like garter belts and stockings on. Why is he even running? Yeah, he would. I mean, is he a patriot or another lunatic? If I were him, I would have made a deal with them and said, I won't run if you just drop all the charges. And then they wouldn't have run this creature from the Black Lagoon. They would have run someone else. It would have been worse. Yeah. Well, I agree with him. But it's also a little ego involved. Okay, I see all of it. But maybe he really believes that Trump pledged to accept the 2 election results regardless. Well, of course he could accept it. Okay, well, I got it. How much more do I have to put up with this? 4 more minutes? Do I win the prize tonight for doing the greatest commentary in the history of a presidential debate? Then you could do one thing for me. Hit the like button on YouTube. Hit the subscribe button. I don't know. I don't know how to put up with this anymore. No one respects him. They know he's a struns. They know the guy's a walking loser, a struns, like a low-hanging thing in a toilet bowl. See the eyes? See the crazy eyes? Look at the crazy eyes of Biden now. See, I could see them on TV. See the eyes? Look. Are you joking? There's not a sane person on earth that doesn't want this war to end, you lying, criminal, warmongering bastard, you. You lying, criminal, warmongering, criminal bastard, you. And again, you lying, criminal, warmongering bastard, nobody can take any more of this. See, again, there she goes, Dana Gash. The eyeshadow. I thought he ran out with cotton on the eye. Are we almost, how many more minutes of this is there? I've been on for almost 90 minutes. Would you believe it? You're telling me I shouldn't get an award for this? Well, if Trump could do it, I could do it. He doesn't drink, I do. I like a little bit of the old vine. I must admit, I like the old vine. That's right. That's right. Never should have started. There would have been no war if Trump was elected, if the election wasn't stolen, which we can't say. Look at the mouth on Biden. Right. 600,000 Ukrainians have been killed because of Biden. They're beating people up in all over Ukraine to make them go fight and die. Right. Right on. The question is, can you survive the embarrassment of tonight, Dana, with your eyeliner running like that? That's the only question I have for you, Dana. And one question to you. Who won this debate so far, Trump or Biden? Are you joking? Are you joking? 7:30 already here. How many hours can this go on? I'm shocked Biden's still standing, that Jill hasn't had to run out with a stretcher bearer. He's getting every point across, and the corpse is repeating the same bullshit. Let's see what your numbers are after we get those ballots in at 2 a.m. You wait and see. We got them set up in Atlanta. We're printing them right now in China. See the anger? You put him in a corner. Look, the anger and the rage. Look who looks vicious. The Joe Biden bite him. Do you know why his dogs bite people? Because he bites people. Trump smiles. We'll be right back. We're breaking for another Modesk commercial brought to you by the CCP, a special CCP Modesk, which includes a COVID vaccine, whether you want it or not. I'm Dana Gash. Okay, I think I'm going to say goodnight now, everybody. I think I've had enough. And the reason Biden's dogs bite Secret Service agents is because he's a vicious human being, a vicious mamza of a human being, a mamza of the worst kind. Are we finished here? Hit the like button on YouTube. What can you hit on Twitter if you like me? I've been running very long for a long time. Fraudulent debate, live running commentary. Still live on X. They're showing it. They're letting me. They're still featuring it on X. I'm shocked that Musk's turd world has let this. If you look on X right now, Michael Savage is hosting Fraudulent Debate, live running commentary. All of the other great stars of the conservative media are on all these other platforms, and they're not here. I'm the only one running a live commentary on X and on YouTube. That's great. That's great. That's wonderful. What's it going to do for my life? I keep thinking to myself every night, Michael, what do you need this for? You know, you're 82 years old. How long are you going to live? Whatever it is, whatever God gives you. I'm not going to watch the debate. So I'm thinking to myself, do you want to make an idiot of yourself talking tonight, make more enemies than you already have? You're going to get a few people like you. The most will, you're going to antagonize the intelligence community. So what exactly are you doing this for? You don't make any money from this. What are you doing it for? Your ego? Well, it's like Trump. What's he doing it for? He does fundraising. I don't even do fundraising. He's smarter than I am. I'm doing it because I love the truth. I remember one thing my father taught me. Always seek to tell the truth, and the truth shall set you free, whatever that means, for whatever it is worth. I am so glad to share with you the truth that as I see it. Let's put it to you that way. The truth as I see it. I have no breath. I have a lot more. I could go another hour. I used to do 3-hour live shows. After this, I actually feel like I'm training for an event. I just found out I did an hour and a half live with almost no breaks. I probably could do one more tour, I'd say 5-city goodbye tour, like a Rolling Stones goodbye tour. I'm not going to have millions of people. I get that. It's not going to be stadiums with the loudspeakers, with the testing for days. I could do arenas with 5,000 to 10,000 people in 10 cities. Would you come? Would you want to see Mike do one farewell tour? Huh? Because I really may have to do this. I may have to do it. I may have to see you live. I used to love the live audiences. The last big live show I did was at the Marin Civic Center, 2,000 people. It was beautiful. And then at halftime, I got out the vodka bottle. My family tried to stop me. No, it was at the Hilton. No, the last big one was 4,000 people, 5,000 people. I outdrew Sharon Crow, a rock star, at the Concord Airport Hilton. No, what the hell was? I don't even know what it was. Some Concord Pavilion, right? Used to be the Chronicle Pavilion, Concord Pavilion, Chronicle Pavilion. I had the Cadillac driven out on stage. Were you there? Raise your hand. Remember, I had a bum on the stage and I honked the horn. I shouldn't have done that. I wonder how. Would you like to be Andy? Would you like to be Jake Tapper's laundress tomorrow? You know that he's not laundering that the clothing has to be burned. The underwear, the suit has to be burned tomorrow, like in a cistern with like charcoal. Her clothing, I don't even want to talk about. It's very sexist. Dana Gash's clothing tomorrow? Are you joking? Tonight they have to burn it somewhere in a barrel, somewhere outside her apartment building, somewhere where she lives. What's going on now? Closing statements from the corpse. Ugh. He's finished. Oh. Who's clicking something there? What is that? Pride Flower. So I got a few bots on. The trannies came on. I get rid of them. I just blocked them from it. Corpse is saying something important. He's saying nothing. He's mumbling. He's just mumbling right now. He's not saying anything. Okay. He doesn't know what the hell he's talking about. The man is lost. Trump questions Biden's clarity at 2024 debate. Border Patrol Union denies endorsing Biden. Biden sparks debate on abortion and rape. He doesn't know what the hell he's saying. I'll make abortion available to every 5-year-old. And when I'm president, I'll make sure that there's transsexual treatment for every newborn. That's right. I want every child that is born to have the care they need to change their sex before they're 1 year old. And I make that commitment right now that if I'm reelected, I will have every child that is born turned into another sex in order to satisfy the psychopaths who are running this country. Thank you very much. 2 minutes to, let's hear Trump's close, and I go eat some dinner. All right. Trump is hit the like button, subscribe. I asked some good questions today on Twitter. No one really responded. But I'm shocked, by the way, that I have dominated X now for hours. Is it still there? I want to make sure that, look at this. If you go onto X right now, look, it says live on X, fraudulent debate, live running commentary, Michael Savage. I'm shocked. I'm shocked that the third world has let me do this. I agree with everything Trump's saying. My latest podcast is so good, but no one cared about it. I had one of the greatest geniuses in the world on heart disease, a nuclear cardiologist, and no one cared. All they care about is stupidity. Okay, good for him. Oh, I hope I can see him again at Mar-a-Lago. I hope they let him out of jail. The reason he has jobs is because they're all government jobs for morons, DEI jobs. I'm giving you debate coverage better than you'll get from anywhere on earth what I gave you tonight. You agree with me? Let me see if it's on YouTube. I'm going to go on live on YouTube while he's talking. Michael Savage Live. It's you see, YouTube blocks me. 21 people. You hear this? That's crazy. What do you mean waiting? Are they crazy? 303 comments on YouTube? That's stupid. Tens of thousands of people watching. That's stupid. I mean, YouTube. Who owns YouTube? Zuckerberg? Who owns YouTube? Isn't it owned by Zuckerberg? Oh, full analysis. they have the dry cleaners waiting outside with 2 trucks. One full truck for Jay Crapper. They're going to take his suit and his underwear and his shirt. They're going to burn them all in a trash bin. And Dana Bash's stuff, they're not even going to burn. It's a biohazard. If they were to burn Dana Bash's underwear and her clothing right now in a bin, they'd have to put a biohazard suit on for what she's suffering from because she heard about the eyeliner. I guarantee you, as sure as I'm sitting here. The eyeliner, are you kidding what a disaster that is? I admit this might be sexist, but the women love it. Oh, no. Here they got the deviant now. Here's the deviant. They brought him out. Oh, he must have had a conniption tonight from what they did to him. That they stepped over him for Jake Crapper, Mr. Precious with the boyfriend and the baby. They didn't use him as the moderator with the fake glasses. Okay, here's the flash poll here. CNN flash poll conducted in bathhouses around the world. Who won the debate? Well, we went to every bathhouse from Kiev to San Francisco, and we found out that Biden won 90-10. Okay, shut it off. I can't even. Him I hate altogether. Not because of the sexual orientation. They were good gays. This is an evil one. So, this one, this is a real turncoat. Okay, I got to turn it off now. I'm turning it off. Folks, let me conclude. I'm very happy that God gave me the strength to be with you tonight. I hope you've enjoyed it. And I'm going to go to X. It was very, very popular. I don't understand this. It says fraudulent debate, live running commentary by Michael Savage. And it was this whole time it was live on X. Was I the only live one? Oh, I understand because others went live on their own channels or live on like Rumble or whatever. And they missed the opportunity that I had. But they'll envy me for this. They made a mistake. Okay. Well, that's it. I'll tell you right now. I can't say I'm sorry I did it because it was pretty amazing to watch this. Oh, look at these 2 fake white men. Look at these 2 fake sellout European American garbage. Filth, garbage. Garbage, filth. Marxist stooges, you bums. You're digging your grandchildren's grave. Well, you have no grandchildren on the left. I don't know about you on the right. But you on the right, you look like a real man, but I doubt it. All right, here we are, folks. If you liked what you heard, hit the like button or whatever. It does matter. I would like more likes and more subscribers, but I am going to say goodnight. Honestly, I have leftover Italian food from last night. Meat Italian food. My mother too. God bless her soul. A little drink with you all before I go. I remember my mother the years in the end in the assisted living. All she wanted was Italian or Chinese food. All right, that's compared to the food they serve in those places. Are you kidding? I've leftover Italian food from last night. I got takeout. I can't find a decent Italian restaurant in the Bay Area. I used to go to some places. It's horrible. It's not that it's Mexican Italian. I understand that. But some Mexicans learned to cook Italian. They read the Italian menus and they cooked Italian. Here it's all Mex-Italian. I don't mind Mexican food, but I don't eat it. I'm not into beans. And if you overspice a dish, it's not Italian food. The Italians never overspice their dishes. You understand? Capiche? They didn't overburn it up with hot peppers unless they had, something wrong with them. The only ones who use extra hot spices in the Italian community were the hookers outside the Roman Colosseum. That's where spaghetti puttanesca came from, incidentally. Look it up. And look at this one they're getting. Look at this character. David Axelrod, a world expert on CNN. Let me turn it off now. Look at, they're going to wheel out all of the losers of the world. Let me straighten out the necktie as I close the night out. There we go. Spaghetti puttanesca means prostitute, was developed specifically for the hookers outside the Roman Colosseum because they wanted to kill the bacteria and whatever that they took in from their trade outside the Colosseum or in Italy in general, and they ate very spicy food. They don't eat spicy food in Italy. No one does. Anyone who eats very spicy food doesn't live that long. You'll get how that works? So when you eat Mex-Italian food, which is overly spiced, you're eating Mexican Italian food. You're not eating real Italian food. You're not eating cuisine. That's how it is. Okay. I love white wine in the summer. I love very strong red wine in the winter on a cold night. And that's all I shall ever know until the day you stop listening to me. I still have a joie de vivre. You know what that is? If I could sing now, I would sing, but I can't sing. I don't like octopus dishes because I feel bad for they're killing off the octopi. Why did it keep touching the ear? Because Langley was losing control. Come in, Langley. Okay, there it is. Let's lower the tie. And I'll say good night. I'm not going to sing. I won't do it. I have a good tenor voice, but I'm not going to sing. I don't want to sing right now. When I leave you, here's exactly what I'm going to do. Jacket off, tie, shirt off. I don't burn any of this. I'll use it again on TV next week. You want to hear something interesting about me? I don't really sweat during a show. A little bit. But a lot of people schwitz. They burn out a whole shirt, an undershirt. I don't. I was known even as a teenager in the crowd. I didn't ruin my clothing. I had great control over my, like temperature control. I don't know what it was. Yeah, Fra Diablo, you eat it once in a while when you're sick. You don't eat it every night unless you're from Tijuana. No one even Mexicans don't eat spicy. I knew high-class Mexicans 40 years ago. They never ate very spicy food, by the way. That's for the peasants down on the bottom. The high-class Mexicans have an amazing cuisine. It's a whole different world. You don't know it. You probably never had really great Mexican food. I did. I knew some Mexican people who really, they gave me the best seafood I ever had in my life, but they were from another world. So there it is, folks. If you sweat, you sweat. That's all. I don't schwitz. I don't schwitz. What's tomorrow? I got a great podcast for you tomorrow. You're not going to listen to it. Unless, you know what I may do? I may ask Karen and Billy tomorrow morning to take this and repurpose it for a podcast. Because most of my podcast audience doesn't listen to YouTube or to Twitter. If we can get it done tomorrow morning, we're going to make this the podcast. Until tomorrow, happy trails again, okay? Was that Roy Rogers or Gene Autry? Happy trails again. I love that stuff. Biden got smeared. Trump wiped the floor with the corpse. I was shocked that Biden was able to get through it. That I'll give him. The hippocolostrum from West Africa worked. Okay, that's a given. But he was smeared. You know something? What I'd like to do now is go to a place, a club, like where you would be after, like an after party for all of us. Right? Let's go to an after party tonight. Where am I going to go for an after party in Marin County? There's nowhere to go. It's filled with struns. You can't even go anywhere here. It's unbelievable. I need my own kind of nightclub, my club. I don't want it. It's too much work. Then you get someone, you look at them wrong, they sue you. You got to hire losers. It's better to do this. That's all. Okay, folks, honestly, I don't even want to quit. I'm doing so good. I learned one thing tonight. I can do a live show in an audience. 10,000 people would be great. I'm not going to go for a stadium. I could not handle 40,000 people like a Rolling Stones. Let's say I could fill it, which could happen. I could probably get 10,000. It would be overwhelming to me with the booming microphone testing in the daytime. And then, okay, try it out now, Mike. Go ahead, hit it again. I don't think I could do it. I hate the green room when you get ready to go on. I don't like it with the lights and the things and the people rubbing you and bringing you a sandwich. I don't want to do that. This is so much better because the minute I turn this off, my kitchen's 10 feet away from the television. And so I don't know why I would leave a live audience, but the people, I want to see you. I want to see you again. I want to look at your eyes. I want to look at your faces. I want to see you one more time on a goodbye tour. Would you like that? This was a disaster for Biden, by the way. Okay, a disaster. Trump was measured. Trump was controlled. Trump, no matter what Dana Gash and Crapper asked him, he stuck to the script, did a great job. You could Zoom it. Yeah, you could do a Zoom live, but then I don't see your faces. You know, the roar of the grease paint and the smell of the crowd. I want to see you. I want to see you moving in your seats. I want to smell the audience. I want a 3D audience. I want to see you one more time. One more time. I want to be live. I'm born to see you one more time. I think I'm going to have to get a tour agency to do it. Okay, there's a lot of problems involved in that, which is the left, with the alarms and the protests and the coming to the audience. We'd have to pummel them and beat them up and throw them in the gutter. I mean, if I did a live audience and we had someone jump up and scream at me, I'd have my audience beat them up and throw them in the gutter. That's all, throw them in the garbage. But you can't do that anymore. When I did a live show at the Oakland Airport Hilton, I had 10 Samoan bodyguards. Each was 300 pounds. They stood like this. No one rushed the stage. But one asshole called in a fire alarm or something, and they had to shut the show down for a while. No one ever found them. They can't do it on YouTube. You get it? Did you do that when you were about the age of the photo behind you? You were in black. Oh, that? You want to hear that story? I can't stop now. This is a great story. This photo. This is an amazing story. This picture of me was taken on the back of a ship when I first began in National Talk Radio in 2000, and it was on the back of a tour boat. A friend of mine was having a party. She'd passed away. And my son, who was a genius, took this picture with the Golden Gate Bridge above me. I think the book was called The Savage Nation, by the way. New York Times #1 bestseller amongst my many New York Times bestsellers. It was a great picture. It captured me. See, even the star, the light, look, see the light that glinted off those glasses? I still have these glasses. I think I'm going to donate, auction them off and give the money to like a charity. I certainly don't need it. He did everything right. My son is a marketing genius, a genius. And I got to find the book. I don't have the book. I don't want to show you the book. Then you'll think I'm selling you a book, which I'm not. I'm thinking of a goodbye tour now. I think I have the stamina again. I think God healed me from the heart attack in 2009. I think I can do it. I've wanted to do it. Then I've always canceled it. Then you got to hire a tour agency. They're all left-wingers. Then you got to book the audience. It's not, I don't want to doing it for you. I don't need the money. I don't want to do it for the money. I want to just thank you all for all the years you have given me, because you've given me so much. You give me so much love and so much light and so much life. I'm serious. I've given back as much as I could, and I will continue to do it on my podcast, Savage. This guy, we're still trying to get a company to do these hats. If you know a company that does hats, that's not a rip-off company, I'm going to license it to them, but they'll probably rip me off. They'll print 1 million and tell me they sold 300. Get me an honest company, because I'll donate the money to a charity. Look, what a hat this would be for you to wear, right? I love this hat. It's a great hat. It's from the old days. I basically hate baseball hats. I think they make a man look stupid. But since Trump, I like fedoras, but Trump made the hat okay, the MAGA hat. Everyone wants one now. If you know a hat company, I don't know how you reach me on whatever. Who the hell knows how? I don't have anything set up. Nothing is set up. Do you understand this? I'm not selling you anything except the truth. I enjoy this. I love it. It's my lifeblood. So maybe it's time to do a live goodbye tour. 5 cities, not 10. 10 cities, I'm dead. I would do San Francisco, but it'd have to be in Marin County. 1. You have to be at the Marin Civic Center. LA, I still have a big audience in LA. I don't know where I could do it there. Who the hell knows where? Bingo. Let's move up the coast. Nothing left in Portland or Seattle, burned out. So let's move to the center of the country. I'd do a big Chicago thing. That's 3. San Francisco, LA, Chicago. Pittsburgh, big audience. Since they took me off there, they have nothing but hot air. I'd have to do in New York, Nassau Coliseum, probably a big crowd. Nassau Coliseum from the old ABCOR days. Are you joking? Who else do you go to listen to? So I would do like 1, 2, 3, 4. That's it. Oh, I'd have to do a Florida. Are you joking? Love Florida. I have a house down there. I do West Palm. There's a great venue down there. I would do West Palm. There's some theater down there. I remember driving to Trump's thing. There's a big theater on the way over to Palm Beach. I do 4 or 5 cities. That's it. Texas. How can I not say? Are you joking? I do 1 Texas city. Debbie does Dallas, and Michael does Dallas. I do a Dallas. Folks, that's all I want to say. I don't know if I'm going to do it. This could just be fantasizing right now. And I hope I am here a while longer to continue to do my podcasts. which are now called the Savage Nation Podcast. And I hope to see you again very soon on YouTube and on Twitter. Look at this. I've dominated Twitter tonight. Am I kidding? It's still up there? What did Musk? He got rid of them? It's still up there. Look, if I'm telling you, go on X right now, and it shows live on X. How did I suddenly broke through on X with all of the third world is running it? It says fraudulent debate, live running commentary. I don't know how it's possible. I don't have a machine behind me. Biden's golf handicap raises eyebrows. You hear what the schmuck talked about? His golf hand. He was finished. He was destroyed. He died up there tonight. Any entertainer would tell you he died. I think CNN did this to destroy Biden, not Trump. I'm getting the feeling that the establishment moved in and they said, we can't have this guy run. They know he's a psycho, and they know he won't let go of the reins. Him and Jill love the power. And so I think they wanted him to just basically perish in public. He was a disaster. A disaster. Does not mean Trump's going to win. Don't get me wrong. They want Biden off the stage. I told you before, they're going to move in Newsom. He's going to be the sub. That's why they showed him before. Bingo. He'll be in there. It's all about like young movie star. They don't care what he did to California. It's going to be Trump versus Newsom. That's what's coming. Is Elon in the house? Is that why he let me survive tonight? He makes believe I don't understand. The guy's brilliant. He knows I'm a genius. Fraudulent debate. Okay, whatever. Don't miss my latest podcast, Everything You Ever Want to Know About Heart Disease, with world-renowned nuclear cardiologist Dr. Richard Fleming. This guy's such a genius. MD, PhD. He's got a law degree, a PhD, and an MD. The guy's a genius. But you didn't care about that because it didn't say Trump and Biden. Don't miss it. I've had a wonderful time tonight, and I hope you're with me tomorrow and tomorrow and tomorrow. Until we meet again, folks, thank you so much for giving me this breath of life that I live on.